Okay, now we are going to show the operation of the S-hand butt welding machine. In that case, we are talking the 1.5 meter machine. So now the first thing we need to do is we need to have a gap between the tables, between both tables of the thickness of the material we are going to weld. Second thing is, after adjusting it to this small gap, is the correct clamping. So now you can see that the clamping of the material is from the left hand side to the right hand side of the table now. So secondly, you see the gap is now 20 millimeters. That means we have added another 10 millimeter in that case of a gap. And now the right plate sheet is now clamped correctly against the left sheet. And you do the same correct clamping on the right hand bar. So make sure it's parallel. And then after that, the welding starts. So he's opening now the right table. He's moving up the heater, the 210 degrees. And now he's applying on the spring exactly the 17 millimeter. You can see it now here on the scale. That's the 17, correct? That means now we are applying 1500 Newton meter of welding force by the transmission of the spring inside the welding machine. And now the first thing at about 50-60 seconds is alignment time. So that means we align the material all the way through. We heat it all the way through. That's about 50-60 seconds in that case. You can see it on the table. Okay, I guess we have about the 50-60 seconds reached. Now we are going down with the spring pressure, as you can see here now. And at the same time, we are starting the countdown time. So now we are heating up the material for about 100 seconds, but again with a lower welding force. The scale is now adjusted to only about 2 millimeter instead of 17, so that's about 10% of it. And again, it's locked by this lock over here. So the wheel is locked to the pressure or to the scale of 2 millimeters right now, and we are just heating the material now up. We are heating it all the way through. Okay, now it's the time. You switch it off. Okay, you first open it, and now heater down, and now you apply the pressure again, and again up to, you lock it at 17 millimeter, and that's basically now the welding time, or actually it's the cooling time as well. So now in that case we need to wait for 16 minutes correctly in order to correctly weld both materials, both sheets together, and then it's welded according to DVS. Okay, and then we remove the workpiece, and we can also remove now with the remover here the weld bead on both sides. And anyway, you can see it's now more or less perfectly welded all the way through.